Hi, it's good to see you today. Now, I've got a game for us all to have a go at. Lucy, could you please pretend that there's a mirror in between us? Now, whatever you do, I'm going to try and be your reflection. I'm going to try and copy it so much I look like the reflection in the mirror to you.
Okay.
But if you have somebody in your room that you could turn to and look at, you don't have to get closer to anybody, but if you're able to in your classroom, you might want to have a go at this game too. Have a go. Okay. I'm a bit late. Oh, it's not easy.
Okay.
Excellent. I wonder if you were able to do it. I wasn't quite quick enough to be a reflection.
I decided to do an experiment. I had some little green tomatoes left on the tomato plant in the garden that hadn't ripened yet. When I picked them, I wanted to see if I could get them to ripen and turn red. I found out that one way of doing this was to put them in a paper bag with some bananas, so I decided to do this experiment. I put the little green tomatoes into a paper bag. I was hoping that they would become red and sweet. After a few days, I did notice a change. The little tomatoes were a lighter green than they had been, and the slightly bigger one had become more yellowy because of the ethylene gas that the bananas apparently give off. By the end of the week, the larger tomato was red, but the smaller ones hadn't changed quite as much. The bananas hadn't had so much of an influence on them as the large tomato. That one was looking good enough to eat. The people we're around affect us too, some more than others. Some are a good influence on us, and others not so much. But how can we know who to copy?
So now I want you to think, have you ever done something because a friend of yours did it and then really wished you hadn't? If you want to just raise your hand, have you ever done something that you didn't agree with, but because your friend did it, you did it as well?
It happens sometimes, doesn't it? And it's quite hard to think at the time, actually, no, what am I doing? Why would I join in with this? And we have to really think carefully about who we're copying and what we're doing. My daughter has been influenced by lots of people teaching her how to draw on social media. She started trying to draw in the same style as them.
Yeah, and a lot of people on social media are described as influencers because they have a lot of followers, and all of those followers try and copy what they do, how they act, and listen to their advice and their opinions and kind of make that their own and tend to copy a lot of the things that they do.
The question is, are they a good influence, and how can we tell? What should we be looking out for?
So in the Bible, in the book of Philippians, Paul says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things.
Wow, that's a long list of different things, but they're all really positive and good. They change our outlook and they help us to act in a really positive and helpful way. And a lot of Christians, when they look at the life of Jesus, they say this sums up his life, and that's why they want to be more like him, they want to copy him, and they want to think, what would Jesus do when they get to difficult situations? Because they believe that he always spoke the truth, that he always acted in a way that was kind, that was right, that was helpful, and that was excellent and praiseworthy in every way, because he treated people as individuals and as special and as worthy of his time and his energy. And so lots of Christians have spent their lives asking God to help them to be more like Jesus.
Now, if you would like to pray with us, then please pray. If not, use this time just to think about what we've spoken about. Dear God, help me to be wise with who I choose to follow and copy, that whatever I choose to think about and do is good, excellent, praiseworthy, and lovely. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for joining in with our assembly today.
Who influences you? At school? At home? From the TV or the computer? Are they a good influence? Who do you influence? By your mood, your attitude, and your example, you affect everyone you meet. How could you be a good influence today?